tryna get to the bag. We on the same page, you the same way. Only keep the family.
Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It is your girl G, and if you read today's title, then you know what this video is about. You're doing a get ready with me and chit chat. I do have something very exciting to share, and this is like, I feel like when you're on this journey of like content creation, like you want to meet certain milestones, at least for me personally. Like, as in my journey, yes, I wanted to be as fruitful and as extravagant, and I wanted to be, you know, created just as God would, you know, like. But for me, there are certain achievements and accomplishments that I want to have as I go about this journey, and I am proud to announce that I have made one of those accomplishments as my beginning stages in my content creator journey. So I'm really excited to get into that, to tell you guys more about that, what that felt for me, and it's kind of how I handled that, and hopefully it inspires you to do what's right for you, do what's best for you. Without further ado, let's get started. So today is Saturday, November 1st. Happy 1st of the month. Oh my goodness. I hope October treated you kindly. I'm just reaching into my makeup bag to get started because today is also my friend's, one of my best friend's birthdays. So we are getting ready to go out. I do have a little bit of a breakout. I did put some benzoyl peroxide on it, so as I'm doing my makeup and stuff, it won't get directly on my skin, which is, you know, the goal, because I don't want to irritate it. So I'll do a light face because I'm actually super tired. I don't know how I'm going to get through this night. I'm not going to die. Oh my gosh. And I think today was just a relaxing day for me because I started today in the spa. So, oh, actually, I want this one too. So I'm actually like, I think I was just super relaxed from that being how I started my day. So yes, happy 1st of the month. I hope that October was kind to you and that November treats you even better than October, and that you get all that you need and more out of this month. Right now I'm going in with my NYX brow glue. I swear by this stuff. Like, my eyebrows are very wild and very thick and curly, and I don't even know if I would say curly, but like wiry. That's how my mom would describe it, at least. So we're gonna say wiry, but I actually need to get them done, so we're gonna go ahead and conceal them as well. So I know I should just get into this stuff, right? Like, who wants all this like fluff? I'm fluffing y'all up. So I'm very proud to announce, crazy eyebrows and all, that I received my very first brand collaboration invitation. And it is something that, like I said, when you're on this journey, and none of it's promised, right? Like, there's a bunch of people, I'm sure, who have started, not continued, or started and just haven't made certain goals just yet, because, you know, you never know what's waiting on outside of that one more video that you have to make, or that TikTok that you have to post but you've been putting off, like, or that thing that you haven't said just yet. Like, you know what? You never know what's on the outside of that. So as much as it is annoying to hear, like, oh, just post that content, post that content, post that content, blah, blah, blah. Seriously, post the content. Like, you never know what's gonna happen, because here I am doing content consistently for, I would say, since October of this year. Not October, I'm sorry, August of this year, which has only been 2 months from when I actually received the collaboration interview. Like, consistency will yield the results. Like, I think if God puts on your heart for you to do something, you should just do it. Like, I know it's very nerve-wracking because I think that humans are very physical people. So when we have a dream, we are hesitant about it because, like, is it just in my head, or like, what's going on? Is this something that I act on? And I think that if you pray on it, you'll find your answers. But also, because we're such physical people, dreams are not reassuring as they need to be, or as they probably should be. So, but I think that's the entire purpose of God. Like, not the entire purpose, but I think that's the entire purpose of God putting something on your heart, because he is, you know, every person on this planet has a purpose and is supposed to do something with their life, you know, whether that's something grand or something very minor, whatever that is, or whatever that looks like for you. And I think that all he needs us to have is faith in him faith in that dream and that burning passion that you have in your heart, and that irresistible and annoying like feeling that you get when you feel like, oh my gosh, like this is going to be something amazing, and like regardless of what you're doing, you can't escape it. I think God puts that burning passion on our heart and in our minds, and trying to push us to go after it, to have faith in that purpose, in that dream, and to have faith in Him to yield the results. Because yeah, like I said, I have goals that I want to make as a content creator, but realistically, I'm just pouring into the process. Like, I know that everything that is going to come from this is going to be greater than I could ever imagine. So I'm giving the results to God, but I am putting into the process. And part of putting into the process is being consistent. Actually, very funny, because I was just like, these past couple of months, I've been thinking like, dang, like I probably should put my business email in my bios, right? And I'm like, but who's gonna, that doubt, that little voice, that little devil on your shoulder talking about, what's gonna do with this? Like, who's gonna contact you? Little did I know. So I think it was like a Wednesday when the email was sent to me, and I'm like, I don't think I saw it right away. I think it was like, because my email is through Gmail. So, but it's hooked up to my Apple Mail. So, don't think I got it right away. But I think that I had saw it like in my recap, or like the message that Apple will send you like at the very end of the day. And I'm like, yo, this is real. Like, this is really happening. Like, somebody pinched me. I'm dreaming. Somebody pinched me. I'm dreaming. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is crazy. Because like I said, I've been having that feeling like, oh, just put your email in your bio. And I'm like, yo, like seriously, who's gonna use it? Again, just being doubtful. And I'm like, yo, like, no, like, this is real. This is real. And I didn't tell anybody at first. And I still haven't told anybody. I think I told like my mom and my parents. I told a family member, and then I told one of my friends. But I'm like, I haven't really like made a public service announcement, because when it comes to this journey also, I'm being a little bit more secretive with it. And I think that I just need to be tight-lipped until more things become in motion. And then like, obviously when the time is ready, I'll share them with you guys, but then I'll share them publicly and personally in my life. But another part of it is just like, when you're on this journey where, you know, you don't even know what's going on, it's hard for other people to see the dream, to see the vision. So, I've just been very personal with my content creator journey. And oh, that looks really weird. I don't know what I did. Oh, the glue didn't dry. To just like vibe. I just vibe, twin. You just gotta vibe, twin. Like, it's not gonna make sense to you. You probably won't even see the effects of it until a couple of months into it. So even like you yourself, like, probably won't even see anything until a couple months into it. So trying to get other people to be on board is like, but like I said, people are physical people, so I don't take it personally when people are like, what are you doing? Or like, you know, doubtful towards it, because I myself am doubtful towards it, you know what I'm saying? But and I don't think it's their responsibility to really have faith in me. Like, it's nice for sure, because like that reassurance is very kind, and I think that, like I said, when you're going into something very unsure as well, you want that sense of secure, or that sense of comfort in somebody being like, oh, you know, it'll work out for you, or, you know, just like trying to push you along to be supportive. But support, even if that is like looking like people or your friends and your family engaging in your videos or engaging in your content, like, that doesn't have to be that way. Support can simply be like a push. It can be the comments, it could be the likes, or it can be nothing at all. Because I feel like when it comes to content creation, your content isn't for the people who are in your nearby community. Those 15, 20, however many people that you know are not going to be the ones to grow your page. They can be part of your community, but of course you want if you really want something to come of anything, you have to be able to reach outside of your local audience, your personal audience, your personal space. So I don't really look to people for support. The support that I do get from my friends, I thank God for, because like I said, it's really hard to see the vision sometimes. And the support that I get from my family, I'm also very appreciative for, but it's not a responsibility. It's not the responsibility. I don't take offense to it when there is doubt, or if there is any doubt, you know? Like, I don't really have expectations when it comes to that, and I don't want them to feel pressured either, because if you're going to be a part of my community, I want you to actually, like, rock with me. I don't want you to rock with me because we're friends, or because, you know, you feel personally obligated to, like, nobody has an obligation to engage with my social media or to engage with my my comments, my content. That doesn't hurt my feelings. So I know, like, some people feel like, oh my gosh, it's the expectation, and my friends have been the people to do majority of the commenting so far, but and I do thank them because they are probably the reason I was even offered this opportunity. But like I said, not an expectation, although I'm very grateful for their support. So now that we got that out the way, because of course I had to give a disclaimer. So like I said, it was Wednesday. I didn't really react to the email right away. Even like responding to it, I didn't respond until Friday, 2 days later. And I was just like trying to figure out what I was gonna do, because I'm like, I like this opportunity and I'm grateful that I've got it, but I wasn't feeling like, I was happy, but I wasn't like jumping off the walls. And I'm like, something just doesn't feel right about this. And like, I sat on it, I prayed on it, and I wasn't sure. And then it became clear to me, like, oh my gosh, yes, this opportunity was presented to you, but I don't think it's for you. And I said, oh, I feared that may be correct. So like I said, I sat on it, I prayed about it, I was very unsure. And then it, like I said, became clear to me, this is not for me. This is not something I'm supposed to really like jump on. And so the brand, I won't really disclose too much information about the brand, but the brand was something that wasn't in alignment with what I'm going for with my content. And I was also thinking, like, if I do something like this, I don't want other brands like this one to reach out to me, because I don't want to become that kind of content creator. Like, I don't want to be focused, my content to be focused on that type of category. So I respectfully declined. And I made sure to like vocalize that I was very grateful for the opportunity, for them even reaching out, for them thinking of me, for, you know, all of that. But I was like, I don't think this is on brand for me. Personally, like I said, absolutely 100% would totally be down. But outside of that, it's like, no, it really is not for me. And I think that's okay. So, in hindsight, I don't know if it's in hindsight. I think it's more so me trying to beat myself up about it, like, oh, you're silly because you could have spun it. And realistically, it's me to myself, there are a bunch of things that you can spin, a bunch of things that you can take advantage of and make something for you. You know, you can force anything, and it wouldn't have been much of a force, but like I said, it's not on brand. And I think that me even thinking like that is because I was like, I feel like this is just something I should have jumped on as my first brand collaboration. Like, how silly am I to have declined it? But then on the other side, the more confident part of me, because I think that is like a fear-based thought process, because I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I should have just done it, because who knows if I'm going to get the next one. Like, that's initially, that was my first pile of thoughts, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna get the next one. What if that never happens? What if I was just silly for declining it? Like, all those negative thoughts, right? So I pushed that aside, and I was like, and I'm like, no, like, this genuinely wasn't for you. And you're right, because if you were called to make more content like this, would you be comfortable? Would you be happy? Or would you have wished that you would have declined it? So I'm like, after, I sat in that, and I was like, what am I talking about? Of course I'm proud of my decision. And I think that the main part of it is that you should stay true to yourself, like, especially since it was a paid opportunity too, right? And there are going to be a lot of opportunities, whether you are a content creator, whether you are, in a corporate setting, whether you are doing anything in your life, especially if you're creative, there are going to be opportunities that are presented to you but just because it's an opportunity presented to you does not mean that that is something that you should take. And I had a conversation with a friend way back, and I was expressing my frustration towards them because they jumped on an opportunity that wasn't good for them or good for their brand, and they just weren't seeing that it wasn't good for them. And they were like, oh, but it's for the sake of content, for the sake of content. It's like, yeah, but there's so many things that you can justify for the sake of content. You know what I'm saying? And this is an example of me trying to justify for the sake of content, for the sake of growing my brand, for the growing my page and my content creator journey. Like, that's just for the sake of pushing me along. But do I actually believe in that? Do I feel confident in making a decision and standing by something and being a part of something like this? I absolutely do not. So you have to make the decisions that are best for you, that are in alignment with what you are trying to go after, that are in alignment with your goals. And I think the best way to do that is to sit in it, because like I said, I had to take a second. I had to drown out those negative voices telling me like, oh, you're silly. Like, this is not a once in a lifetime chance opportunity type of thing, but it's like, this is your very first brand collaboration. How silly would you be to pass that up? Like this, that, and the third. When I drowned all that noise out and I really sat in it, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then I talked to my friend about it, and she was like, you know what? You making this decision to stand 100% true to you is what is going to be the best decision. And I think that, and I was telling her, I watched a interview with De'Ara Taylor a couple of weeks ago, and she was saying that there were opportunities that were presented to her that she had to pass up on, whether those opportunities that either she just weren't in alignment with or just weren't paying her worth. But she's like, these are dream opportunities. These are dream brands I've always wanted to work with, but I had to pass up on them because it just wasn't for me. And I think after watching something like that, I felt more confident in that decision, because I feel like when you are in this position where these things are not promised, you have to know that it is okay to make those kind of decisions, to not jump on every opportunity. And then I had to think back to that conversation I had a couple weeks ago or months ago with my friend, like I was just telling you, the one where they had jumped on an opportunity that wasn't for them. And I'm just like, I don't want to be like that. Like, I don't want to see an opportunity and just be like, oh, for the sake of content, I just got to do it because I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to get my name and I'm trying to get exposed. No, because there has to be a line. There has to be boundaries. There has to be standards. There has to be an okay and a not okay. And that's just something that's not okay with me. Important to sit in those emotions, to sit in the thought, to pray, to, sit, not only to sit in this, but sit at, the feet of God and really just pray to him and ask for clarification. And then, like I said, I was reminded of these conversations, and once I drowned out those noise, and I also didn't have, like I said, like an exciting feeling. Like, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, I was just like, oh, like, this is cool. Not even to give ungrateful, but it's like, oh, like, this is wonderful. I'm very grateful, but I don't think this is the one for me. So, I think that, like I said, if you are pursuing something in content creation, if you are trying to be a creative person, if you're doing anything that involves expanding yourself and your brand, you have to be mindful of the opportunities presented to you, because just as God is the one who is lining those opportunities, and I'm not trying to sit here and say that this was an opportunity sent to me from the devil, or sent to me from the enemy. But when you are pursuing something, both parties, good and bad, if you know what I mean, are aware of it. So you have to know what is for you, what is in alignment for you, and what is going to probably stir you off course. And even if, like, okay, so you pray about it, you might need to, look to your support that you have, or if you don't have any at all, that's okay. You can look to videos like this to kind of reassure you that your decision is the perfect one, as long as you can stand by it and be proud of it. And that is what is most important to me as I am being a content creator, as I am looking to grow and, establish an online community. I have to do something that I can look back at a few years and be proud of. Not only for the sake of me, because I feel like when you're on a journey like this, when you're doing something that feels bigger than you, it's because it is bigger than you, and it is not just about you. So when I look back on the opportunities I'm going to do from this point forward, I'm like, is this something I can be proud of for the rest of my life? Is this something that I'm okay with having an impact on somebody younger than me or somebody on the same journey as me? Is that okay with me? And sometimes it's just not going to be okay. So yeah, that's the tea, y'all. I don't know, but like I said, I am very grateful and I'm very excited and I'm so ecstatic that like that was a accomplishment that I had made. And I thank God. I really, really do. Because like I said, this journey is a very not promising one. It's nerve-wracking and a little discouraging too. Like, especially like I've been doing content for a long time. Not a long time, realistically. But even like looking back to like a year ago, like when I was trying to pursue it, I just wasn't really being disciplined and consistent with it. This to me shows me this is what happens when you are consistent. This is what happens when you actually do put time into your craft and you pour into yourself. Because like I said, my dream is bigger than me, so I can't be so selfish and just feel like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like doing it. Like, it's not about me at the end of the day. It really isn't. So I had to remind myself that. Okay, so change of plans. As you can see, I'm in bed with a bowl full of chili. I'm so excited. My plans got canceled, but I want to close out the video. I hope that you guys had a good takeaway from this. Like, as an older sibling, I feel like it is important to make the mistakes and do the things and to take the risks, so that people can learn from them before having to experience them. And I know that I'm the type of person where I don't learn nothing. Even if somebody's telling me something, telling me about something that they went through, I don't really digest it until I go through it myself. So if you're that type of person, well, kind of you done heard it here first. But if you do heed warnings and if you do learn from other people's, experiences, then I hope that you can learn from this one. The main point being to stay true to yourself, and authenticity is your superpower. What makes you you is what sets you apart from everybody else. Sit in that, like, be that to its fullest potential, unapologetically, without a doubt. Be you 100%. Don't, oh my gosh, I just heard a really good quote. It was like, if you're a C, be a C. Don't be a pond because someone can't swim. And I feel like, yes, if you are a certain way, be that, and be that to its fullest extent. Don't dim your light, diminish yourself. Don't do anything outside of what is authentic to you, because other people can't handle it. Your authenticity is your superpower. Without that, who are you? You are true to yourself. Great things, but also things that are in best alignment and best for you will cultivate. That will become a thing. So believe in that, believe in God, and believe in your purpose. Okay? Because you're amazing and great things are coming to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys, like I said, could take away what I hope that you guys could take away from it. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing start to your November. Bye.
Trying to get to the bag. We on the same page, you the same way. Only keep the family alive.
Hi guys. Thank you for tuning into another YouTube video. It is your girl G. Let me redo that. Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It is your girl G, and today we are getting oh my gosh,